I got caught cheating through my TikTok DMs. Just saying it makes my stomach churn. 15 years of marriage vanish in a heartbeat because of messages I foolishly thought I could hide. And now, here I am, 36, single, trying to rebuild a life weighed down by nothing but regret. I met Jason when I was 21. He was my first true love, the kind of man who made me feel secure, seen, and steady. We married young, built a life together, and I genuinely believed we'd last forever. For years, it felt like we would. We were that couple, the ones who finish each other's sentences, the ones people admired and said they're solid. But real life has a way of sneaking in. Bills, work stress, raising kids, romance slowly gave way to routine. Conversations became logistics. The spark that once set us ablaze dwindled to a flickering flame, barely clinging to life. Jason is a good man. He worked hard. He showed up. He never betrayed me. But somewhere along the way, I began to feel invisible, like the woman he once pursued had been replaced by someone he simply shared space with. And that's when I made the worst mistake of my life. It started innocently. TikTok became my little escape. Funny videos, trending dances, late-night scrolling while Jason slept beside me. I never imagined it would go further. But then came the comments, the DMs. At first, they felt harmless. Compliments on my smile, my outfits, little jokes. It felt thrilling to be noticed again, to feel desired. Soon, I found myself anticipating those messages more than my own husband's company. One guy, in particular, kept appearing. Charming, flirty, always saying the things I longed to hear. You're gorgeous. I'd treat you like a queen. How does your man let a day go by without telling you how amazing you are? And I let it happen. I encouraged it. What started as an ego boost spiraled into long conversations, inside jokes, and messages I never should have sent to anyone but Jason. Then came the discovery. Secrets have a way of surfacing. One night, I left my phone charging on the nightstand. Jason was beside me when a notification lit up the screen. A DM, just a few words, but enough to destroy everything. Last night was incredible. Can't wait for more. Jason grabbed the phone before I could react. He scrolled. He saw every flirty message, every picture, every lie I told about where I was when I said I was just out with friends. I'll never forget his face. His eyes weren't angry at first. They were shattered. The man who had trusted me with his entire heart watched it splinter before him. He didn't yell. He didn't throw anything. He just asked quietly, "How long?" I couldn't lie. Months. That was it. He didn't wait, didn't say, "Let's try to fix this." He packed a bag, walked out, and 2 weeks later, I was served divorce papers. 15 years, gone in an instant. The whispers started fast. Friends, family, neighbors, everyone knew. Jason didn't hide it, and honestly, why should he? I was the one who broke us. Suddenly, I wasn't the devoted wife or the strong mother. I was the cheater, the woman who discarded a good man for a few DMs. And the guy from TikTok? He vanished, blocked me, gone. To him, I was just entertainment, a distraction. Meanwhile, I was left with nothing. I lost Jason, custody of the kids half the time, friends who picked sides, and the version of myself I once knew. Now I'm 36 and starting over. Do you know what it's like to wake up alone after 15 years of waking up next to someone who knew every habit, every laugh, every quirk? It feels like free-falling into dating. I don't know where to begin. Apps, strangers, the fear of lies like the ones I told. It's exhausting. Some nights, I cry myself to sleep, wondering how I became the villain in my own story. I replay it endlessly. The first message, the first flirty reply, the moment I should have stopped, but didn't. If I could turn back time, I'd throw my phone out the window before it destroyed my life. Because the truth is, I didn't cheat because I didn't love Jason. I cheated because I didn't love myself. I craved attention, validation, the feeling of being alive again. Instead of fixing my marriage, I destroyed it. Jason has moved on, healthier, happier. I see photos of him smiling and hate myself for no longer being the reason behind that smile. Our kids still love me, but I see it in their eyes, the confusion, the disappointment. They don't understand why I ruined everything. How do you explain something you don't fully understand yourself? So here I am, 36, divorced, single, starting over from the ashes I created. If you're thinking of sending that DM, crossing that line, don't. The rush of online flirting is a lie. And believing that lie can cost you everything you hold dear, just like it did me. I got caught cheating from my TikTok DMs. I lost 15 years of marriage. And now, I'm trying to start over at 36. Honestly, I don't know if I'll ever fully recover.